No mai hoki mai. Welcome back to South's NBL Round 1 action. This is Game 2. It is the Manawatu Jets in Invercargill facing the Southland Sharks at ILT Stadium. Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank on hand. It will be an exciting game. And Casey, these are two teams gunning for that sixth spot after being disappointing in NBL 22.
Yeah, a tough year, but with a new day rises a new dawn for both these squads, and a lot of changes across the board will really increase the hopefulness coming into this season.
Well, last night was an absolute cracking game of basketball to open the season. Hawke's Bay Hawks forcing overtime in Franklin up against the Bulls and coming away with the win, 84-79. And coming up for the South's NBL Round 1 action over the course of this long weekend, this Easter weekend in New Zealand, the Giants and the Tuatara in Trafalgar Centre, which will be rocking the Saints, have TSB Arena sold out. By all accounts, by the time the Hawke's Bay Hawks collect their stuff at the airport and wander into the waterfront there, and then the Nuggets and the Jets from the Edgar Centre on Sunday afternoon. And the Jets on that southern double. Casey Frank, he's cracked his second energy drink before we're even into tip-off. And Casey, this is going to be an exciting round of basketball. The Jets have a tough road trip.
Yeah, it's a tough way to start the season, especially as we'll hear later from Coach Manawatū that they're not quite at the level they hope to be coming in. Recruited as imports nice and early, but two of them not available tonight, as we see from the starting lineup.
Danny Pippin the second, looking forward to seeing how this import goes for Natu Taufale. Paifman Moisia, he will be controlling things for the starting five for the Jets, and Nate Taufale knows the challenge that is ahead of him.
Well, Natu, you come to Invercargill a little short-handed to start the year. Talk us through the challenge there.
Yeah, with some administrative issues, FIBA overseas with Javion Blake isn't able to play this weekend, so that's a challenge for us. Also, we've had Josh Ledger out with an injury for 3 weeks, so I guess we've got our other import who's arriving next week. So I guess we're familiar with this. We've been here before. It just challenges us a bit with this adversity, but however, we're quite resilient. We're familiar territory. The big message is we just compete. We compete. Next man mentality. Next person steps up, and that's what it's about.
And the challenge the Sharks presents for you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, guys, he's done a really fantastic job with his group. They've been together a little while, so they've got a bit of chemistry. And for us to be competitive, I think we have to defend really well. We have to control the rebounding stakes, and then try and limit our turnovers. So I think that's the key areas we're going to focus on tonight.
Good luck out there, mate.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Natu Taufale, yes, they do know adversity. They had some to begin the season last season. Managed to get into their work a little bit, but just left it a little bit too late, and they did not make that six for the Sharks. They had a disappointing season last season, NBL 22, and they've righted the ship with Guy Malloy as the head coach. He's experienced across Australasia, Tall Ferns coach as well, and his starting five has the big Gill at the middle. And for Guy Malloy, I'll be looking forward to seeing how his trio of guards, his perimeter players, go with Gill in the middle there.
Well, Guy, week one, how excited are you to get underway in front of a new home crowd for you?
Yeah, really pumped to get going. I think we've had a productive pre-season period. You'd always like a little bit more time. Round one will be what it'll be, but I think everyone's really excited to play.
You got a pretty motivated group after what happened from a Sharks point of view last season as well too, right?
Yeah, the work rate and the engagement's been really high. It's a young team, so there's lots of natural energy anyway. So I don't think tonight will be perfect, but I'm sure they'll play really hard.
And talk to me about the Jets and what you're looking to do to get over the top of them.
Yeah, a bit tougher for them tonight with imports not available, with clearances and stuff like that, but we know that they're athletic, that they like to get out in transition, just some versatile players. We've definitely got to get back in trans D. We have to keep them off the O boards. I think those things are really key to the game.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, Guy Malloy, an experienced campaigner. He knows to keep his energy levels down before game one of round one. And he knows that road wins are very rare to come by in the South's NBL, so you must defend home court, and that is the challenge ahead for Malloy and the Sharks.
And traditionally, quite the stronghold. They have one of the best crowds in the league, and they turn out as we take a look at the head-to-head TAB stats between The Southland Sharks and the property broker Jets. Braden Ingerk out today. Mustafa Heron, he is expected next week after his team lost in the G League final today. Unfortunately, coming up just a bit short as we check out the young guns as well. I'm really high on Drew Lasonge-Ape this year as Paif Momoyasia. Look to him, see if he gets to play off the ball a little bit more. He was really dependent on that point guard spot this season ago.
For the Jets as well, Javion Blake not being able to get out of Argentina in time and cleared by FIBA, as you heard, for Ngāti Taufale. So that will be interesting to see how they go deep into their bench. If not, if they keep it tight. Here are your referees, Matthew Bathurst, Hamish Dale and Harry Apes will have their hands full. The size and length of Romaro Gill, the experience now of being in this league for a little while. He's of course come from the Saints and made his debut in NZNBL for the Saints, and then he's been playing with the Sharks the last couple of seasons. Had a taste of the G League out of Seton Hall, and see how his influence on the game is, because he is long and he is big.
Well, for the Sharks, for me, it's all about Jeremy Kendall. They've brought an experienced veteran hand at point guard, and it's going to be his job to be that floor general, to get everybody in that right position, to feed the big fella down low, but also try and activate young Drew Lasonge-Ape on the wing and see if he can't find a few jump shots for Zoe Burton. As a team that really struggled from deep a season ago looks to try and find that range once again.
Jeremy Kendall, I think he had a small debut for the Huskies, and he was absolutely on fire. I think it was 3 games he answered the call, and he is instant offense. He did everything he could to get the Huskies over the line. He was exciting to watch.
Averaged 28 points a game over that 3-game stretch, so he really came over and dominated last time through. He's been spending his time playing with Logan Basketball, with the Logan Thunder in NBL 1 the last couple of seasons, but I'm sure he is excited to get back to New Zealand and pick up where he left off, where he really found that scoring to be pretty reasonably easy.
And we're getting ready now for the ball to be delivered. What a great moment it is for this youngster on a Good Friday. You see themselves on TV right now. And with the ball about to get presented to the circle, we're going to get game 2 underway between the Sharks and the Jets.
The Sharks do a great job in the inclusiveness of the game. Basketball is fantastic like that. It is a game for everyone that we can all play. And look at the smiles out there. Pumped to see his heroes about to tip off.
Get this game underway. The Jets and the Sharks. Game 2, round 1 of the NZNBL for 2023. Sharks ball down to Gill on the block, Pippin on him. Burton misses the 3.
Don't mind the action though. Nice screen there by Romero.
Stent who misses that. Quick shot up for the Jets. Jackson Stent.
Interesting to see if the Manawatu can keep that pace up as this night goes, being that they're a little short-handed. Down 2 starters, as we mentioned in pregame.
Ape high off the glass.
Romero Gill just left that one there. It was set up like a dinner plate, but he couldn't catch it.
Momoyasia gives it up, and it's Cooper.
Nice find there in the corner. Getting the ball.
Excuse me, Liam Judd with that. There's Kendall. Ball movement is good. Anticevic, the Australian, for 3. And wide right, but it falls to Lasonge-Ape. He steps through and 1.
Shifty. That is a shifty move there. Really nice work on the offensive glass, taking advantage of his athleticism. As we see the foul called there. I believe it was on Tukaha Cooper. As he heads to the free throw, the TAB stripe. He can't complete the 3-point play.
A little strong. Here is Pippin. Get it out of the way. No relation to Scottie Pippen. That's a great rebound.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
What a start from Liam Judd.
Liam Judd with the reverse.
Hits the 3 in the corner and then pops the reverse dunk off Vert.
Southland 2, Liam Judd 5. Anticevic using the elbow and finishes with the left-handed finger roll.
Looked a little sped up in the post there, but was able to find the range with that nice little Left hand layup.
Go to Liam Judd in the
Find
corner.
him.
Find him. Danny Pippen, step back. Rebound is Kendall's.
I'd like to see him drive there, use that speed against Gill.
Anticevic looking for Burton. Looking for Anticevic. Songa Ape given some room. Goes with the up fake, and there is Danny Pippen with the defense. Knocks it out of bounds. Will be Southland ball. He's got 7 on the shot clock with 7:49 to go in this first quarter.
Pippen really closed some space there. Looked like Songa Ape had a nice look on the reverse, but it disappeared quickly.
Kendall. Judd on him. Jeremy Kendall. Tisovic anticipated it with his left hand.
Well, a nice, strong, and steady move by Kendall gives Anticevic that rebounding opportunity.
Pippen the second. This is that 3. Anticevic has come from the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Got limited playing time in the NBL, but
What about that?
he gets the move going.
Gives him the shake, the bake, and then a little chest bump at the end there that gets into Jackson Stent, I believe, to knock him off the line.
Definitely want to see it. Judd is in the opposite corner. He's wide open. Danny Pippen the second though. Likes this matchup against Romaro Gill, and he scores on him on that one.
And that's much better than the jump shot the last time out. Use that speed, attack his body, get the big fella in foul trouble.
Kendall looked for the cutter, kicked it out. Anticevic off the bounce. And wide left.
Moves in the post look great. The range is yet to be found for Anticevic.
Oh, they give him room. Danny Pippen the second rips that 3. Manawatu out to a hot start.
It's 10-8 the lead early. Heavy underdogs at the TAB coming in.
Inside of 16 and a half is Kendall. Oh, that's beautiful basketball from Alonzo Burden.
Yeah, really nice cut there. Not leaving his point guard hanging, and Kendall waiting till the last possible second to get that assist.
Romaro Gill gives Pippen the second space.
Pip is letting it fly.
He is letting it fly. Kendall. Falling away. Oh, Jeremy Kendall, that is what he can do. Create his own shot, and for others.
Yeah, just a classic point guard and a lot of strength. You can see how he's really displacing these defenders, and he's able to go down the lineup on the defensive side as well as Alonzo Burton gets a hand of that passing lane.
The 29-year-old, the experienced campaigner, son of Willie Burton, NZNBL legend. Alonzo Burton had 8 threes in the opening game of Sal's NBL 22 and went 8 for 8 against the Wellington Saints.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good. Might be a different story tonight. This is the Sharks with the lead. Danny Pippen the second. He's given room, so he will take the jumper. And again, they're burned by Danny Pippen the second's range.
The offense is going to run through him in the half court. You can see he's got a green light. That's his 6th shot already. 3 for 6 for 7 points.
Kendall. There's Songa Ape in the corner. Tisovic rips it away from Danny Pippen the second, but it's a jump ball call, and we will have the possession arrow go the way of the visitors.
I've liked the activity that we've seen from Tisovic around the post, especially the nice offensive rebound there. You can take a look at that QR code on the left there. Team merch online now. Pre-sale available until midnight Monday, just for Easter. Have you heard of Easter sales before, Moles?
There are companies. There are some around. Casey. Some days you can go shopping, some days you can't, of course. Thanks to trading laws, strict in this country.
So, with good reason. I don't know what that reason is, but it must have been a good one. Oh, miscue there. As Isaac Musili comes up and just expects the straight cut out, and instead it was a curl. And those careless turnovers, that's what this undermanned Manawatu Jet squad cannot have this evening if they want to stay in.
Benjamin Hall in the game for the Sharks, number 22. Oh, that is nice. Just a lot of room given to the jump shooters in this game.
And Tisovic did airbank the first 2, so I can understand room on the 3rd, but he makes that one look pretty.
Danny Pippen the second. Does have that green light.
It is greener than the Jets uniform by the look of this first quarter.
Kendall. Nice bounce pass. Etisovic getting closer to knocking down a 3 ball, but Danny Pippen the second.
Looking more and more comfortable as we get along in this game is Etisovic. Looking like that offense is really going to run through him as a point forward type.
It's only Johnny Helu in the game for Sharks number 8, and it's a turnover. Will be Sharks ball. They have a 2-point lead, 4:04 to go in this first quarter.
Well, good cut by Musili there, but Pippen just saw him and tried to fire it through a bit high, a bit hard, and ends up in another unforced turnover.
Kendall showing the handles. Etisovic. There's the mismatch with Judd. Oh, Judd, did he get a piece of it? But he got a piece of Etisovic as well.
I don't mind that defense there from Liam Judd. Got off to such a good start. 5 of the Jets' 12 points to kick things off. As we take a look at the nice little up fake there. Comes into the body. See that forearm there pushing on his lower end. I think that's where he got that contact called. And sending Grant Etisovic to the TAB stripe.
Grant Etisovic, 5 years at the University of California, Berkeley. Depends where you are.
Barkley does have something to do with basketball, but first name Charles.
Yeah, and UC Berkeley, he is a 5-year vet. Playing the most games, 139 games he makes. 139 games of collegiate basketball.
That's a lot.
And in his player bio, said he can play multiple musical instruments.
Wow.
A talented musician is Etisovic, and he grabs the rebound.
I want to know what these musical instruments are now. I'm intrigued.
Recorder. Maraca.
Definitely the tambourine.
Spin move.
Ooh, Johnny Helu.
Johnny Helu with the great move.
Giving him the business. Takes him up high to that elbow, and a really nice read on that spin to find the space.
Another Jets turnover, Etisovic with the ball. Taking the second on him.
And all the turnovers are pretty unforced. Once again, just losing.
Cowie has the ball. He's off the bench. He's giving Kendall a spell. Burton's still out there as a starter. Batted away, gets it back, puts it up with 4 on the shot clock. Etisovic almost had the rebound. We've got a hole down low on the Jets trying to box out Etisovic.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I had some questions about Grant Etisovic as a import quality player. He hadn't really played up to that level or been asked to carry that load as a professional, obviously. And his stats in Cal Berkeley showed some good solid abilities, but he stepped up in this first quarter. 9 points, 3 rebounds, and proving really difficult to keep off that offensive glass with a bevy of moves here in the first quarter.
Just 24 years of age. Spent his high school years in Sydney before he went off to UC Berkeley. And the Phoenix didn't really give him a lot off the bench. Pretty deep forward line for Simon Mitchell's Phoenix team, Southeast Melbourne Phoenix in the Aussie NBL.
Yeah, it's a quality side there. And always tough for rookies as well. You know, especially big men rookies. You get into that league, it is a physical endeavor from game to game. So sometimes you just got to dip the toe in, get a taste, and hopefully come back a bit stronger with a bit more opportunity the next year. Much like this Jet squad coming back from a year ago, finishing so strong that latter half of the season. 5 wins coming all in that latter half, and really building that foundation. They've got a young squad. They're trying to build things the right way, and this young squad's, they've been put in it again. They're fighting well here in the first quarter, though.
Down 5, Sharks with the ball. And Etisovic again. It will be Jets ball on that missed shot.
Etisovic, he's obviously got some skill as a shooter. Has that green light up there to let it go, but the way he's dominating in the post right now, I'd probably look to get a little bit more activity down there.
Well, Southland still looking for their first 3-pointer in this game. They're 0 for 5 currently. 2 for 8 are the Jets. Scott with the ball. Cowie on him. Switching from Etisovic, and then the ball is thrown away.
You know, you can see some of the youth in the Jets play right now. They're making the correct reads. There's some nice offense, but that is the 4th turnover, and all of them have been unforced. And You cannot have that many turnovers, down personnel on the road.
Cowie looking at Anticevic. Again, the 3 ball not falling. Hall misses that. And then just gets around his man and scores just. Tafe Momosia.
Using the left hand there as well. Nice quick counterattack in transition before the defense can set, so they get the layup.
Hiller with the catch. Defense picks him up pretty quickly. Oof. There's Songa Ape drive into the rim.
He is looking very quick on that first step.
Trans 3 missed. Tisovic with another rebound. There's rebound number 5.
Nice drive there in transition, like the pass by Johnny Hilu. Trying to find his teammate there in transition. Doesn't get the bucket, but does get that whistle. Oh, nice cut there. Lasange Ape takes that contact. And get the ball on the baseline once again. 4th foul on the Jets, none yet on Southland.
Campbell Scott picking that up. He was a development player for the Sharks. Kendall back in the game. Good closeout from Tafe Momosia.
Lasange Ape had that one lined up, had the bounce gone his way. That's good anticipation, but unfortunately there, 22 Benjamin Hall misreads the angle and gets a lot of body. And a short 2 points, see it going the other way.
LA with the ball.
Salmon can't get that one to drop.
And Salmon. Kendall with a little bit of a hesitation. Kicks it out. Southland still looking for that first 3.
Oh, missed the transition opportunity there. Oh, nice hook.
Great hook
Solid.
over the top of Manawatū. Gets that to go down. Closing in on the end of the quarter. 15 seconds to go. Differential of about 1.5 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Kendall up high, using the Gills screen. And they finally get that 3 to drop. Jeremy Kendall to close out this first quarter. And it's a good one for Southland. A competitive Jets first quarter as well. And we'll head to the break in action with a 6-point lead to the Southland Sharks. Welcome back to ILT Stadium. Beautiful Southland in Invercargill. First taste of Sharks basketball for NZNBL 2023. The Manawatu Jets on the southern swing. It's the Jets down 6. Otago Nuggets on Sunday. Despite some poor outside shooting by the Sharks, they have a 6-point lead.
Some poor outside shooting is correct. 1 for 10. Let me check the math. That's 10%. Did that in my head. Calculator balls.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
You're so talented, man.
For the Jets, Daniel Pippen the second. 3 for 9 from the field. His teammates combined 4 for 8 themselves.
They got Songa Ape with a strong drive and finishes with the right.
There is that athleticism that made him a favorite for Young Player of the Year amongst the commentary crew this preseason.
And again, another Jets turnover. It's turnover number 5 in this game. South are looking after the ball, haven't turned the ball over once. And to be fair, it's just 1 steal for the Southland Sharks, so 4 unforced turnovers for make it 5.
It's the 5th there.
No, but 4 unforced turnovers.
4 unforced. I'm called out. I think they're all unforced. 1 steal. I got you. I see. I've done the math now, and thanks. I was wrong when I said that math was good earlier.
You're great with percentages. The drive. The right hand is short.
Ooh, Gill.
And Gill just takes down Pippen the second.
Sometimes when you're up that high, you don't see the bodies you're about to run over until they're already roadkill. As Pippen is on the tracks that time. Comes through.
So the Jets with the ball. Takeman will see a Burton on him.
Oh, another foul on Gill. Unfortunate for him. Is that going to be on Kendall?
It is on Jeremy Kendall.
Yeah, just getting. Looks like he was mixed up there with Klein Salmon. It looked like actually Salmon tripped on the feet of Gill, but a little contact from Kendall gets a call.
Blocked by Gill on that Pippen the second drive. Pippen for 3. Hits the 3. They might need to close out on Danny Pippen a little bit.
They are he is active right now. Now 4 for 11 from the field after those 2 shots.
Great screen set by Gill. Kendall can't connect. Here comes Pippen.
10 points in the ball game.
Judd, the up fake. We'll see the drive. Drops it off to Judd. Said you can have Romaro Gill. The ball has moved nicely. Judd and picks up the rebound because Kendall and Pippen were fighting for position, and Kendall, and that is an offensive foul.
I like what I see from the Jets here. Start of this second quarter though, they're reacting well, drawing the defenders in, kicking that ball around, getting open looks, hitting the offensive glass, but it is not proving as easy as they would hope to get that ball in the bucket after all that work.
Stent back in the game. Salmon sits down. Kendall looking for the big man. Romaro Gill, 7'2". That's the action you want to see if you're Guy Malloy and the Sharks.
That's where you feed the big fella up above the rim and let him put it down.
Drive from Musili. He's rebounded and Pippen hits another 3.
13 points now, 3 for 8 from deep. Timeout to the Sharks. As they want to discuss what is a troubling lack of pressure out there on the perimeter these last few possessions as the Jets are hanging tough. 2 minutes into the second quarter.
We will have player timeouts in this season. We had it in Toihi last year, the GJ Gardner's homes to Toihi, and it's a great innovation. 4 in total for a game, but cannot carry them over.
That's right, 1 each half. You can pop it out, and only the player with the ball can call those player timeouts. So we did have a moment in the game last night where one of the teammates tried to call timeout, but it's a new little wrinkle. Everybody's still learning.
Should you get a technical?
What a ball humbug Scrooge you are. Just giving tees out left and right for things that don't really matter, right?
Just throwing it out there.
You probably would give it.
Timeout.
Did you give a tee to Caitlin Clark for dropping that ball behind her back in the final women's championship game in the States? Oh, you would. I could see it in your eyes.
They had almost 10 million viewers on that game.
That was impressive.
It's just fantastic. It was great to see. Congratulations to LSU.
Go Tigers. Lady Tigers at that.
26-22. Southland with the ball. Kendall, the veteran. And we'll see it. And Kendall, just a savvy operator.
Finds that space. Just a pro knows how to get to his spot. Look what I see from Judd.
So wide. The reverse!
Oh, stay up there.
It stayed on the rim and it drops down.
Judd is coming out and giving us some business. Another nice move up to 7 points. Perfect from the field, 3 for 3.
If I don't remember anything from this game, I'll remember all of his buckets. A reverse jam, a 3, and a reverse layup around Manawatū.
They just hung up on the rim.
Kendall, you see on his hip? Wow, that is a great look. Oh, as the shot clock expired.
That is a thing of beauty.
My goodness, Jeremy Kendall.
Great vision of the floor, but the bounce pass that lines up perfectly in the shooter's pocket, that is skillful. That is the correct word there, Mills.
Songa Ape with that 3. Just the second 3. It's taking the second, just gets it over Gill.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to change the scout. The scout is make him put it on the floor because he is catching and shooting right now, and he's got 15 points on 6 for 13 from the field.
There are 8 other head coaches in the league watching Danny Pippen and saying, close out on him. Songa Ape, tough shot.
The Songa Ape showing all the moves. 11 points now, 5 for 8 from the field, and that was a difficult, well-contested shot that he nailed.
My goodness. Danny Pippen is toasting the Sharks from deep, all over the floor, in fact.
This is a weakness of Romero Gill in that matchup. He does not guard the perimeter very well. Danny Pippen II is taking advantage.
Sealy with really good defense on Kendall there. Burton with the ball. Amara up high, operating with the guard.
Feeling it.
Deep 3! Julio Sanape knocks it down.
Second 3 in a row that he has made, up to 14 points now.
Shoot it, Danny. Dunk it, Danny. Oh, he got fouled by Zoe Burton.
He is reading the defense with which is being coming to him really nicely. Catches here, you see the up fake. Gill, he does change his scout. He gets up and on him, but this is why he's sagging off, because Pippen has that explosive first step. And that one took him right to the cup. Couldn't finish, but heading to the TAB for 2.
Danny Pippen out of Kent State, 25 years old. Senior year, averaged close to 20 points, 9 rebounds. He's played in the G League for the Maine Celtics, the Greensboro Swarm as well. Danny Pippen II. It's looking like a great pickup for Nate Taufale. Has 19 points in this game already.
Really putting it together. And that's exactly what you want to see from an import. The sole import tonight, he's got to carry a load, and he's gone out there and just started lifting.
Some Javion Blake and released through FIBA rules from Argentina, and Stuffer here on play today in the G League final. Losing that one. And that 3 ball is good. Far more Sealy in the corner.
That was Johnny Helu.
Excuse me, Johnny Helu.
This is a nice pass. He gets kicked out to him there by Benjamin Hall, who's had some solid minutes here.
A foul on the 3. Kaha Cooper will go to the TAB line to shoot 3.
That is a coach killer there. You just got to be a little bit more careful, especially with this Manawatu squad. Send them to the free throw line, allowing them to set up that defense coming back. Just the third free throw there. The first two was Pippen's first couple of attempts, so haven't been rewarded with a lot of free throw chances from the TAB.
Nice plays out from Zoe Burton. There's one more to come.
See the foul discrepancy, the turnaround from that first quarter. And the Jets had all the fouls and the Sharks didn't get any till late.
It's Johnny Hill, excuse me, Casey, with that foul. It's Kendall trying to step through. Danny Pippen swats it down, but got him on the body, and he's got two.
Nice job by Kendall there, finding that body of Pippen and just keeping him on his back. You can see he comes off this screen really nicely. That little hesitation gets him that space, and once he closed it, felt it, he knew he was going to get the foul. Just was all about trying to make it a three-point play, but alas, to the strike for two.
This will be interesting. Danny Pippen is sitting with his two fouls. He's already played just over 12 minutes of this game. And we've had just over 15 minutes of the game as well, and it will be a Jets timeout. To Taufale to talk about it. Just want to make sure that that lead doesn't hit double figures. It's creeping up a little bit. And with Danny Pippen taking a seat, you just need to regather his young troops and get them just to focus a little bit as we head towards halftime here at the ILT Stadium. Hoop heads Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Myself, Casey Frank, and Justin Nelson chopping it up after round one.
And it's a lot more fun to talk about games instead of predictions, because predicting not really my skill. The preseason not fun for me. I like to analyze, talk about what we see, and we're seeing some good talent here in the first couple of games of the Southland NBL season.
And the Jets getting ready. Rocky season last season, but as you said, Casey, earlier, they finished strong. And some of the youngsters from that team, like Pathmore was seeing number 15 there, those are the ones that Taufale will look for to complement the three imports. And they locked those three imports up pretty quickly as well to the Jets.
Especially considering they had that quick change, had thought they had a player locked in pretty early. Situations changed, they had to switch around, but as all things, I think these coaches always end up happy with what they got, unless they don't, and then they send imports home.
Spoken like a true import has been sent home.
Been on a lot of plane flights back by myself.
Kendall misses the second, but Kendall gets his own rebound, and then he kicks it out. And that three is missed by Benjamin Hall, but it will stay with the Sharks. So the glass not doing the Jets any favours. And Tisovic back in the game. He's doing well on the glass. He's already got 5 rebounds.
Offense has slowed down here in the second quarter as Helu breaks free underneath. Nice find by Kendall once again.
Cooper operating with Stent. Stent on the block with the pink shoes and the right hand hook. Drop it to the baseline.
Gave him the too small afterwards.
Jackson Stent, 6'7" out of Westlake and Middleton Grange. Helu on the drive. Picking it out, and Tisovic to Burden in the corner. Oh, he loves that corner at ILT Stadium. In fact, he likes all of the corners, to be honest.
Jackson Stent took out the too small on one end, but gave up the blow-by on the other. That leads to that open three, and the lead stretches back to 9.
So who will score the buckets? With Pippen sitting. Is it Jackson Stent? Good look. Judd. Oh, the deep rainbow!
Liam Judd putting it together. Touch him all, still has not missed a shot.
The rookie from Rangitoto College. Burton trying to answer. And Tisovic with another board. Left hand finish.
What I've liked about his game early on is his ability to use both hands. Such an advantage down there at the post to just be able to go straight up either way.
Paith Momosia knocks down a 3. And the Jets creating for each other.
Yeah, most definitely created that time by Liam Judd, driving middle, drawing multiple defenders, but the unselfish pass back to 5.
Burton feeling it. Heat check. He's fire right now, Zoe Burden.
Check the scouting reports, young Manawatu Jets, and cover that man.
Lead is 8. Judd. We'll see it. Stepping through, turning around. Oh, we've got offense. My goodness, both ends, both teams cooking.
It is getting warm down south as the nets are being torn up. Nice move by Momosia. And turn around.
This game has come alive. Oh, what a strip. 2 mullets and a steal, Zoe Burden with a nice finish.
And again, the turnover. Just rearing its head right when things were going well for the Jets, finding a little freedom that may have taken some wind out of those sails.
7th turnover for the Jets. We'll see it. To switch. We'll see a long. Will go to the Jets. It will.
Should stay there, yes. No call there. The officiating crew. 2 minutes left. Real chance here for the Jets to close strong. They have to take care of this basketball. This is, man, an importless squad out in the court right now, trading punches. Coach Manawatū has to love what he's seeing from his young charges.
Great young talent on display for the Jets. Stent with 3 on the shot clock. Oh, it has to count, surely no, didn't get it off in time.
I'm counting it anyway, Liam Judd.
Liam
Oh my
Judd.
goodness.
I don't care, put that on his sizzle reel, his highlight reel. Liam Judd has been spectacular in this first half.
10 points, 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from deep, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a block. Playing well, young fella.
The rookie, putting on a show.
Deep. Kendall.
Up on Kendall now. There's Gill on Jackson Stent. Didn't want to take the shorter player on. Johnny Heller with the drive.
His aggressiveness on the rim. A real boom for the Sharks here in the second quarter. Just putting his head down and getting to the cup.
Valuable points for the Sharks on that one. The lead is 10. Cooper under 10 now on the shot clock. Kaha Cooper steps back.
Gill with the foul there instead. Smashing into the back. As the offense got a little stagnant on that possession. The Sharks doing really well of sealing the space in the paint off, but there you see Gill just smashing into Stent here.
Gill should really give him the 2 small.
I would say Stent sold it well, but that is a 7'2" man that's just smashing into your back. And even though it doesn't look like a lot of contact, that is a heavy load to come smashing into you.
Jackson Stent at the line. 3 colleges in the US. The final one, Houston Baptist, 54 games. Was a Ram, but he had a shoulder injury a couple of seasons ago. Now he's getting a shot with the Jets. A sub on the make. For Ali takes a seat. Klein Salmon comes into the game. Tisevich had Salmon on his heels. And the Jets come away with the rebound off the miss. Momosia goes around Burden, kicks it out. Don't know who it is. And Manawatū get it back.
Just need some patience here from the Jets.
Stent given room. Better challenge there from Gill on that closeout. Here comes Kendall. Nice catch from Gill. Going at Stent. Romaro Gill is fouled.
Seems like karma for the 2 small call earlier.
It does, it really does.
Just Gill getting that really low, deep catch. Not much you can do when you're giving up about, we'll go with 6 inches.
Almost a little bit too deep as well, that catch. Did well to keep his feet. It's probably a feature of his game over the last couple of seasons, just his footwork. Just getting the catch.
Well, he's struggled at times as a low post scorer. He's much better as a finisher above the rim, on the lobs, offensive rebounds. But, there's not a big man on the planet that doesn't want the chance to put you in the grindhouse a little bit on the low block. So always good to get him the ball down there. And even if it isn't the most efficient play at all times, gives that big fella a little skin in the game. Good block there. And showing the three-point play won't go through after the foul.
There's it from Osili. He's fouled on this drive. He'll go to the line.
Not a lot in it, just a bit of chest there.
Points in the paint, 28 of Southland's points come from below the charity stripe, the TAB stripe. And Danny Pippen II sitting out these final minutes, now final seconds of the second quarter. Jets still hanging around. Lead is 8. Difference of around 3.5 seconds. Game clock to shot clock. Tisevich puts it back to Kendall. Gill up high. For the cutter. Beautiful basketball. Romaro Gill with the vision, and Tisevich with the cut and the finish.
And I was impressed initially by Kendall there. They had a set. He was about to toss it to Tisevich, but that defense of the Jets, they were right in that passing lane. He had to make a call. Normally you don't give it to the big fella to make the passing decision there late in the clock, but Gill does a nice job of faking to the corner, getting Tisevich in the paint, and he has found double digits.
Completes the three-point play, 11-point lead.
13 points.
We've got to play a timeout here.
Oh, smart play. Smart play here. You got to use it before the half. Get it in now, get a little chance to talk about things.
Sky City player timeout.
Sky City player timeout does come through. Of course, Sky City sponsoring ticket to the big game this year.
10,000 tickets available. Final possession. Judd, why not? Gives it the 3. Liam Judd, what a first half for the Jets. Cuts the lead to single digits.
10 points. Sorry, 13 points on that make.
He's 5 for 5. And it's the Southland Sharks 58, Manawatu Jets 50 at halftime from ILT Stadium. Welcome back to ILT Stadium, Southland, Invercargill on a Friday night. A good Friday, a great Friday for hoops action and a high-scoring game. Southland Sharks 58, Manawatu Jets 50.
There's not a ton of defense being played here on the start to the long weekend, and why not? Everybody's in holiday mode or Hollywood, depending on what you're thinking. But the holidays have started early for the defenses. But I've loved the shot making. I've seen some aggressive offense, and some of that young talent is really coming to the forefront here in game number 2 of the season.
Some interesting stats for this game as well. These are your leading scorers. Danny Pippin got into a spot of foul trouble, picked up a second as we close in towards the end of the second quarter. He's sat. He's got 20 though. Just the lone import for the Jets, but what a half for Liam Judd, the rookie from Rangitoto College. He lit it up for the Jets. He's 5 for 5.
Yeah, Pippin and Judd combining for 12 of the 17 made field goals for the Jets. Getting it done on the glass as well. Pippin and Judd again. And Tisevich with 6 rebounds. Kendall, the point guard, with 5. Love to see that board work from the guard.
Not Pippin and Judd Bushlow.
No.
Pippin and Judd from the
back.
Jets. Yeah, going way back. These are your assists. Jeremy Kendall, yeah, just his fingerprints all over this game for the Sharks, right?
Doing really exactly what you would expect him to do after his last stint. And the true professional he is. Putting it together all over the place. So there are the blocks. You'd expect Gill to get more involved, but 3 are spread across the Jet squad on the TAB stats here at the half. And there's the steals. Of course, no steals for the Jets because the Sharks have yet to turn the ball over.
That's a great stat. Manawatu shooting the lights out, like you said, Case. This is a good sign for Ngāti Tawhale on the road. Fearless young squad. Still awaiting the arrival of Javion Blake and Mustafa Heron, their other 2 imports. And you like to say, I do like to say, once they get those guys in, man, this is going to be a great squad for the Jets, and every squad in this NZNBL is going to be a problem for everybody on the road.
Yeah, Ngāti Tawhale said in the pregame, we've been in this position before. I saw it in the game 1 last year, same young squad, no imports yet. You know what they did? They folded. This squad, they haven't folded. Mental toughness is being shown. They're in this game. They can clean it up a little bit in the turnovers. They'll be right back into it.
Get 2 of those club sandwiches. We'll be back after the break. 58-50.
Oh, get a slice as well.
Stadium, good crowd in at Southland. Back soon. about to get underway here at ILT Stadium as both teams out on the floor getting through their warm-ups. And Casey, a high-scoring game. Young Guns getting it done for the Manawatu Jets. A little bit short-handed on the imports front, but nothing new for Ngāti Taufale in that respect. And for Guy Malloy and the Southland Sharks, just going up through the gears at the moment.
Yeah, the Sharks haven't hit that stride just yet.
And when we say stride, they've got 58 points.
They do have 58 points, but a 36-34 quarter in that second quarter. I don't know if anybody's going to be too happy with that. That is a lot of points to be given up in 10 minutes.
It was a lot of fun to watch.
It's shot after shot. Shot making more than poor defense, in my opinion. But still, Guy Malloy's got to be talking to that team at halftime saying, hey, guys, we're doing a good job. We're up 8. But, you know, this is a team without imports. We have to impose our will and our skill on this Jet squad. Let's come out here and jump on them here in that third quarter. And the Jets, well, they'll just be looking to keep riding this train as long as they can. Liam Judd, Danny Pippen carrying that offensive load, but a lot of contributions across that hardwood. Not everything showing up on the score sheet, but certainly those efforts are being appreciated and keeping this Jet squad in the game.
Appreciate Drew Leo Leosonga Ape going with the towel.
With the towel / hoodie. It's popular.
Same with Tiffin keeping it.
Hey guys, it's not even cold in Invercargill yet.
It's not. You can tell by the locals. Some of them have got sweaters.
A lot of shorts out there.
A lot of shorts. It's only April.
Liam Judd.
Liam Judd. Well, you can get his jersey from the store.
From the merch store.
From the merch store. I want a Liam Judd jersey.
He might be sold out after this game. The way he has put it together early. Love to see a young player come in and step right into it. Hit the first 3, had that reverse dunk right after it. And that is a confidence booster to come out like that. Still has not missed a shot. 5 for 5 from the field.
To be fair though, he's come from Rangitoto College and he's a rookie this season. And you've got to have confidence if you're going to fight your way through and play in the top team at Rangitoto College, because that is a huge school on Auckland's North Shore.
And one of the hearts of basketball here in New Zealand. A lot of hoopers, a lot of teams at those schools on the shore that they have to put forward, and certainly a great place to develop as a young player in that North Harbour system. Not too bad down south either. This Southland Sharks team is filled with a lot of local talent.
Braden Inger, you can see there with the New Balance, with the polo on, beside the referee. He's out injured with an ankle. He was hoping to play fairly soon, but he is a tough player. Tall Blacks call up last year as well to Braden Inger, so 2022. So he's going to be a key feature of the Sharks team as they look to bounce back after a disappointing season last year.
And he'll really change the geometry of the court once he gets out there, not just with his size. I would expect him probably to take that Zoe Burton starting spot, move to that 3, and use his combination of length and shooting to really open things up for some drives and find himself some space down low. The young fella delivers the ball again and gets a bevy of 5 on his way back to his seat.
Love to see it. We're back underway.
That was reasonably close to an over and back there.
Yeah, well, it's another Jets turnover. Maybe a little bit of karma there for the Sharks.
No, that's not what you want to see coming out of a timeout. You guys played great in the first half. Turnovers were your lone concern, and you come out and turn it over right away.
Kendall looking for the trailing Gill. Poked away by Gill, but it does fall to the Jets. Stent. Tukaha Cooper. Pippen. Ooh. Still warm. Woo. Danny Pippen. 23 now in the game.
Not a lot of space, but he does not need much apparently. Get a hand up.
Gill up high, looking for the cutter. Anticevic with the drive on Stent, the step back. Good rebound from Danny Pippen.
No Sharks on the glass. The Jets doing a nice job punching first out of the third quarter.
Stent. Great rebound, Liam Judd. He couldn't quite get it to his teammate, and it will be Sharks ball on the baseline.
I love the aggressiveness from the Jets. I love the three-point shooting. What I would like to see is a few more attacks on the rim. Don't be dissuaded by the size of Gill. You have to get to that free throw line, especially for a team that's not going super deep in the talent pool.
Oh, a little cheapy there.
Oh, that was a late whistle. And what looked like just a miscue by Alonzo Burton. As sweet a shooter as he is at times, you can pressure that ball handler.
Almost there, call for the foul. Good defense, Liam Judd. Excuse me. Takar Cooper got a hand in there. There's a couple of mullets on the floor. You have to excuse my eyes.
Some good flow out there.
Danny Pippen, hand of a double team. Almost a turnover. Cooper. Oh, Stent got a hand to it. Burton gets it back.
Settle down here. Sharks or drive right to the cup.
Tisovic with Stent. Oh, in and out. Grant Tisovic. Danny Pippen pushing it. Gives it to Judd. He's poked away by Kendall, and Tisovic gets the steal. Good finger work by Jeremy Kendall. And Kendall drives. Kendall off the glass and in. Jeremy Kendall is all over this game.
But he really manipulates the defense well. He comes off this transition opportunity, uses the quick burst here, but that little stutter step freezes Stent. He's giving him the look like he's going to throw the lob to Gill. Stent doesn't want to give that up. He just gets caught in cement boots as Kendall gets the lay and one to the TAB for the opportunity.
35-year-old, been around, played for the Rams and the Huskies. I mentioned earlier, a brief stint at the Huskies.
Gotta say, 35 seems young. He has been bouncing around Australia for a long time.
Played for the Sharks, of course. Bullets, Kings, 36ers, and in the NBL 1 last couple of seasons as well, as Jeremy Kendall loves this part of the world. Danny Pippen with 7 on the shot clock now. Stent comes over for the screen. Stent has it, gets Gill in the air, kicks it out to Danny Pippen. 1 on the shot clock, nails another 3!
Ice water.
Danny Pippen has 26, and he's 6 of 11 from downtown.
Stent found the shooter. Nice little play at the end of the shot clock there to create that opportunity. And the Sharks starting to get a little testy in the crowd.
Good defense from Stent and Tisovic though. Got some space. Oh, poked away by Kendall. Leo gets everybody up, and Gill with the flush.
That's a really nice job by Lasonga Ape to go full speed and then stop.
Stent cleans it up.
The Jets are out hustling the Sharks right now.
Another wild pass for the Manawatu Jets, and then it's turnover number 11.
That's their mistakes.
Excuse me, a hand on it from the Sharks, so we'll stay with the Jets.
It's those mistaken passes, though, what continues to keep the Sharks in this reasonably comfortable lead. But the Beano worked right now. The Jets are really grinding.
Oh, it's Liam Judd again, is it?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Out of the corner.
Liam Judd is 6 for 6. He has 16 points.
What a game. What a way to kick off the year.
Tell Blake and Heron they're not needed. Imports accompanying Danny Pippen and Kendall. Just getting free on the baseline on the reverse.
I think as this game goes along towards its dying moments, Kendall's going to really have to continue to impose his will on it. Another nice drive for the veteran.
If they could just take care of the ball, the Jets. They're already down 6. They already have 10 turnovers to Southland's 1. Judd driving, kicking it out. Ball movement is supreme. They can't get the 3 to go down though.
Really nice offense, exactly what you want. Loving what I'm seeing from Judd, but the extra pass as well. Can't argue with an open shot.
Kendall. Tisovic misses that. Pippen with the rebound. Daniel Pippen the second. Waving through. And you see it. He wants to back it down. Pippen the second. Almost triple teamed. Kendall.
Is that Lasonga Ape?
It's Lasonga Ape, yeah. It is number 13. The block, a little bit too physical in his defense.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Takes an elbow to the back of the head. You know, sometimes you wake up and you get a case of the Mondays, and that felt like what that was for Lasonga Ape there. Monday elbow to the grill.
Almost said he gives it to Pippen. And and Daniel Pippen.
He's got some shot-making abilities. 28. And the Jets right in this.
10 of 17. Kendall just looks off the defense, maybe giving a hint that Gill might be trailing hard, and he gets the bucket to go down.
Pippen just didn't commit there, and that little lick away got Kendall that space. As the defense is not here tonight.
Liam Judge, shoot it, Liam. Pippen will. A rare miss. Poked away, Kendall gets it back. Kendall for three. And we've got a whistle on the rebound attempt.
Is it on Anticipate?
I think it is on Anticipate.
Oh, it's staying here. No, it's on Salmon.
Salmon called for it.
Just a little grindy as we have a timeout called. I believe this one is by the Sharks, who've held possession, and just a chance to discuss things as if I'm Guy Malloy, it's about defense right now. As we take a look at the official stats partner of the South TAB, NBL, the TAB, and providing us those fantastic numbers this evening.
7 rebounds, 28 points for Daniel Pippen the second, an assist and a block. Liam Judd, it's the Liam Judd game. He's 6 for 6, 16. He has 4 rebounds, an assist, a block, and a turnover.
Both teams shooting 50% right now, but 13 more shots for the Sharks overall. Both teams to the free throw line 9 times.
Paif Moesia is the third leading scorer. He has 7. And that's it.
It's a two-man show.
It is a two-man show. And of course you want your import to step up when the other 2 imports aren't in the country just yet. And hopefully to get the stuff here on in round 2 for the Jets for Nathan Talfale.
Pippen, I've liked what I've seen from him mental toughness-wise. He started poorly. He was about a 2 for 9 early in this one. He's in 8 for his last 9 since then. So that is a way to pick up that level of efficiency. And still just a 6-point game halfway through the third quarter. In a game where I believe this Jet squad was around a 15-point underdog coming in.
Burden to Anticipate.
Ben Holm misses the jumper.
Cooper to Pippen, who wanted it. Wild 3 to the left there.
And Salmon had some time, but did not find the measure.
Kendall.
Oh, that's a vet move.
That is a vet move.
Took him really deep on that base to get that angle up, and when Musili committed more towards the free throw line, then came the spin, just really understood the angle that he needed to get for the kiss off the glass.
Kendall with the rebound.
That's Pippen's first miss in this half, I believe.
That's the second. He missed it from a similar spot. And Zoe Burden knocks down that 3.
That's a big 3 there, giving him a little bit of breathing room and a chance to get yourself some space as the Sharks go into the zone. I don't know if I do that again, the way this Jets team is shooting.
Call it a pass.
Clyde Salmon gets the second chance opportunity. Looked like he might have contacted, found some contact there as well, but no whistle.
Good defense from Fatima Sealy, but Jeremy Kendall, excellent ball handler, and just takes him to the hoop.
Just really nice use of the up fake there. Forced Fatima to close that space, and Kendall gets you on the hip, it's over.
Jeremy Kendall might have complimented Rowan's defense as he, after he made the bucket, as ran past him.
Seems like that kind of guy. Just be killing you and then tell you what a good job you're doing.
It's Kaha Cooper stepping through.
Tisevich with the block.
And the steal, though, from Clyde Salmon. 3 ball is good.
Is that Liam Judd? Is that Liam Judd again?
I hope it is.
It is.
Zoe Burden on the reverse on Liam Judd, but Judd is 7 for 7, has 18 points. Nobody look him in the eye, he's on a heater. He's feeling it, heat check.
Oh, the first miss of the evening.
Anticipate Ticevic with the board. He's been really good on the glass.
I wasn't sure he was going to miss this season. Klein Salmon there just gets on the back of Ticevic, who's done a nice job here in this quarter of getting fouls away from the basketball without that ball in hand. And just shows you, gives you a glimpse into the work rate as Daniel Pippen II will take the bench for the final couple of minutes. Liam Judd as well. Well, there goes all the offense for the Jets.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Tafe.
That is.
He's going to have to step up.
47 points just went to the bench there. 28 for Pippen, 19 for Judd.
Jackson Stent. Is it for Morseli? Carl Cooper. Klein Salmon as well. Ticevic misses that. Farmore Sealy with the rebound. Here comes Paper Morsia. Cowie on him. Attacks the defense of Cowie. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Calls to the screen. Farmore Sealy. Morsia. Good defense by Cowie. Step back. Tough rebounds in there. And it's going to be Sharks ball. Unlucky for the Jets. They had to work for that shot and they had to work for that rebound, and unfortunately just dribbled out on the sideline. So the Sharks will have the ball. Minute 12 to go in this third quarter. Sharks with a 10-point lead. And the Jets get some stops with their two leading scorers on the bench. They can. Farmore Sealy with the rebound. Good box out by Stent. Sealy turns it over, and Ticevic with the left hand gets the roll it in. Another Jets turnover.
Yeah, nice steal, good finish. Looked like he was searching out that contact, but still able to get it to drop.
They've been pretty good this quarter, looking after the ball. The Jets. You see it. Excuse me. Just left it short there. We're going to hold it up, says Guy Malloy, and the Sharks. 10 to go in this third quarter. Cowie turns the corner. And Ticevic.
That's quick.
That is real quick. Around Jackson Stent with the finish. Not the way you want to close out a quarter for the Jets.
You see that move though, how quickly he gets to the cup on one dribble. Makes this catch, little jab step there, bang, off the floor. From the three-point line to the cup, Jackson Stent has to close that door. He does not. And Ticevic has got a chance to stretch it to 15 from the TAB line here.
Knocks down that foul shot. Ticevic has 17. Jets can get a good look. And Campbell Scott misses the three. We'll take a break. It's a 15-point lead for the Sharks. The ILT Stadium over the Jets. ILT Stadium ready for the final quarter of the first game of Sal's NBL action. Round 1, game number 2. Southland Sharks hosting Manawatu Jets. And the Jets in a little bit of a hole. Just a 16-point quarter is what they had in the first quarter, but they exploded, as did the Sharks. In the second quarter, they had 34. The Sharks had 36 before halftime. The Sharks have this lead. Stats, thanks to the TAB, the official stats partner of the Sal's NBL. And one stat that matters right now for the Sharks is this 15-point lead. Just keeping the Jets at arm's length.
The finishing of that quarter was great. It was 65-61 with 5:07 left for the Sharks. And they go 16-5 run to finish it. Nice job turning the screws defensively, but a better job at shot making.
Great math.
Appreciate it. It's been pretty shaky today. It's up and down.
He had one bad one, and don't let it shake you. Anticevic misses that, and Cowie fouls Famosili on the rebound attempt.
You see the shooting percentages there. As that turnover discrepancy starts to stretch on the Jets, that's going to be tougher and tougher to overcome.
Plenty of action coming up. Game 2 of 6 in this round. As Anticevic grabs another rebound. It's rebound number 8.
I'll get the Sharks back into this rebound battle. Rebounded 32-30 right now.
Pippen and Judd out there for the Jets. Anticevic finds Cowie after the double team. And Cowie makes them pay, knocks down that 3.
Tom Cowie. Nice hit in the corner. That extra pass over there has found some space as Pippen can't find the range on the trail spot. Anticevic another rebound. His 9th.
Coming up tomorrow, doubleheader. The Giants host the Tuatara. Wellington Saints host Hawke's Bay Hawks. The Taylor Hawks. What a matchup that will be. There's two teams that love that matchup. Probably the best way of saying it will be the Hawks' second game of the round, as they had a win last night in Pukekohe at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre.
Tough start for the Bulls. It's a short-handed Hawk squad who's showing that Kiwi talent at the forefront.
Manawatū have to play the defending champions, the reigning champions, Otago Nuggets, on Sunday afternoon.
That could be a packed house.
And then to round out, it will be the Rams and the Airs. Christchurch. Judd. He's human. Pippen, though, gets the rebound.
I don't believe it yet. We'll see. I'm not sure he's human just yet.
Salmon was wide open and feasts on an open 3.
Yeah, he was waiting on it. He finally got to him, and he was able to find the mark on that one after a couple of unsuccessful attempts.
Cowie on the drive. A little strong. Pippen with the rebound.
Don't love that shot. You're getting everything you want right now. Want to make this Jets team work in the half court and run them down.
Good rebound. Sana Ape pulls that down. Sharks in control here at ILT Stadium. Just blew them out of the water to close out that third quarter. Anticevic has it blocked by Danny Pippen.
Good help side D there.
Salmon corner 3. Anticevic with another board.
That should be his 10th.
Double-double for Grant Anticevic, 21 and 10. Left it short.
And just couldn't find the space. Ben Hall.
Got a foul.
7 minutes left in this one. And Southland starting to stretch it out. Feeling a little bit more comfortable in transition, as you can see. A little bit of fatigue wreaking havoc with its Jet squad now.
Sharks in the zone is Stent. This is the baseline, Jay. Sharks out and running. Scott. Excuse me.
Hall on that one, Ben Hall.
Benny Hall. This is that. Here comes far more Seeley. Pippin up high. Burden on him. Liam Judd. Offensive foul. Jackson Stent. Tied up. Jeremy Kendall.
And didn't need to do it. He had enough of a hit on Kendall there that Judd would have had that space in the corner. But instead, he just gets a little greedy with the screen. And we love guys who want to put their body on line and get those screens, but you can't be moving while you do it.
Enzo Burden. On the drive, he's fouled. We don't have Rookie of the Year in the NZNBL. We're breakthrough player.
Breakthrough.
Give it to Liam Judd now.
Already?
Yeah.
You ready?
Round one.
I don't know. There's a few candidates this year.
Not interested.
I mean, really? Not at all? Okay, well, I was going to list them off, but I'm done now.
I'll do it for the benefit of the viewer.
No, no.
I've made my mind up.
You hurt my feelings.
No, I've made my mind up, but you can talk to the people.
You got Julasong Ape on this
yeah.
Shark squad. He's got 14 points today. 6 for 10 from the field. Young Anzac Rosetto looking for a big year.
Looking forward to seeing what he can do after having that stint in the NBL. Very limited minutes, of course.
Walter Brown, does he still count as a breakthrough type?
To check his eligibility.
Oh, yeah. He's good.
Rams.
He's in there.
4-2 preseason as well for the Bulls. There's only one ball to go around the Bulls, though. They've got a lot of scorers.
A lot of scorers. As we see Campbell Scott with that rebound and putback.
He looked good last night when he did get touches as Kendall drives. Just puts up a little floater. Jeremy Kendall, my goodness. 22 points for him, 10 of 15. He's got 7 rebounds and 7 assists. And the leader's 19 with 5:52 to go in this game. Jeremy Kendall might just get a triple-double.
Just clinical. He's just really clever with his bursts of speed.
He's 35 years old. I don't know if that guy Malloy really needs to push the case for Jeremy Kendall in game number 1, but wouldn't it be nice to have an overtime thriller in game number 1 and a triple-double in game number 2?
Well, he's got just under 6 minutes left and a 19-point lead. I don't think it's time to take Kendall out of the game just yet. This is a dangerous shooting Jet squad. He's fought valiantly for 3.5 quarters so far. We expect that effort level to continue down the stretch here.
Jeremy Kendall has played 27.5 minutes as well to get these 22 points, 7 points, 7 assists. Anticevich played over 34 minutes so far. He's barely stopped in this game. He's 21, 9 of 22. He's 0 for 7 from 3.
Yeah, with Inger with that injury, he's probably their backup power forward as well. So he has taken on a heavier minutes load this evening and responded nicely. A little bit of confusion for the Jets trying to set up against his zone. Not confusing for Judd.
Legs feeling a little bit heavy maybe for Liam Judd in the second half.
I think we pumped the air and the tires up a bit much for Judd in the first half. And it's our fault.
7 for 7, 6 for 6?
6 for 6, I believe, at one point.
Ben Hall. Jeremy Kendall still out there. 5:28 to go.
He's got a veteran walk on the court. Like there's been a few bone spurs in there. Looks like he got away with an extra step, times 2.
There's assist number 8 for Jeremy Kendall.
Hall gets the finish.
Judd. 2-3 zone from the Sharks. Coming to the ball, so Judd shoots it. There it is.
Stroke.
Liam Judd is back. 52 points in the paint for Southland, and then 92 points. They did a number on the Saints in game number 1 last season. Doing one here on the Jets.
They're just well in control as Anticevic gets the result of the hustle from Ben Hall, who's played pretty big minutes here this evening.
Lead now is 20.
First bucket of the game for Hall, that was. 1 for 8 now.
Good defense on Judd from Hall. Stent.
Finds the range again. Do the Jets and continue to let it fly from deep. And that's about their only hope to get back into this one.
Anticevic looking for his first three. He's 0 for 8 now.
The three-point shot has not been his friend. Inside the key. A high level of efficiency. Good deep position.
Stent is fouled. Basket is waved off, but excellent Stent.
Yeah, Stent's got to understand the position he's in there. He gave the up fake and a little step through, but the foul, the contact is there. If he'd gone up for that shot, it would have been more than likely an N1, but he just wasn't comfortable with the balance. Enough to have that happen. Timeout to the Jets with 3:49 to go. I just want to discuss it one more time. See if they can't make one final push to get back in this ballgame before they head a little further north to play in Dunedin this Sunday. And a nice first hit out from the Southland Shark squad. As mentioned, coming off a difficult season, used to a higher level of success down in the Shark Tank. Are the Invercargill faithful, and looking like they're off to the right start here. NBL, Sal's NBL 23. Certainly be hoping to return to the postseason. Looking like he's going to sit out the rest of this one. As the Jets have a second game to worry about this long weekend. So Coach Manawatū keeping, I believe, Judd and Pippen out there on the bench, and saving a little bit of juice. We got a technical foul. He's called. And Guy Malloy, it looks like. Oh no, sorry, another timeout, not a technical foul. So back-to-back timeouts. Andrew, have you lost your voice? I'm just wondering.
No, I'm just sort of digesting why you'd go back-to-back timeouts.
I think it was almost an accident. I don't know. What was it? Was it they didn't get out of the timeout early enough and he just forced them into another?
Perhaps. 94-77. I just enjoyed the sound of your voice though, Casey.
The soothing tone.
Just wandering along.
Like raindrops on the window.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a meander.
Nice. So there was nothing I needed to do there. I didn't need to interject. There was no valid point I was going to make. Nothing salient about anything I had to say. That's very true. 94-77, 3:42 to go. We've got some basketball to play. Stent.
Oh, that looked like a goaltend, but Stent keeps fighting for it.
It's going as a block to Manawatū, who's back in the game as Kendall turns the corner, gets the bucket.
He's making it look easy.
We all lean forward to look at our stats because Jeremy Kendall is closing in on this triple-double.
24, 8, and 7 right now. That's 8 assists, 7 rebounds.
Off the glass and in.
You see Campbell Scott drop that one.
Here's Kendall. With 3 minutes to go. Time is not on the side of Jeremy Kendall's triple-double.
He's still out there, so he's got a chance.
He puts it up.
That looks like an assist.
Oh, that has to be an assist. Zoe Burden couldn't do him any favours. Jackson Steen got away with a push on Anticevic as well.
Refs are trying to let this one, put this one in the cooler.
Scott was feeling it.
And good hustle down there. I'm pretty sure the Jets got it. They did.
Anticevic with another board. 12 rebounds for him. Kendall. Anticevic still hunting for his first three. Happy to play the clock now are the Sharks. Not Jeremy Kendall though. Back of the iron. Jets with the rebound. Scott. Also Arpe flexing that elbow.
Hustled up for that one. This might be the time that Coach Guy Malloy wants to take out some of these starters. I'm sure no injuries come their way. Might have been a travel there.
Steen got Gill up in the air.
Good use of the up fake. You know Romero Gill's going to go for it. He wants those blocks.
League's leading shot blocker last season. Just under 3 a game. Anticevic. Bird and Gill's got the mismatch. Steen. Good defense on Gill.
Strong arms there. Stayed straight up as well. Nice little up and under there.
Here comes
Simon Lafaele.
Here comes another timeout. 1:17 to go. Jets just eaten into this lead a little bit. Time really isn't on their side. So Guy Malloy just using this as a coaching exercise here just to get them just to refocus, because I guess when you're up big late in the game, you lose focus a little bit just playing the clock.
Well, you don't have to look much further than last night's game. I think it was 11 points with about 5 minutes to go. It was 7 minutes with a minute and a half, and the Bulls found a way to lose that game, unfortunately, for Bulls fans. So when you get down the stretch of games, despite the difference in score, you want to execute nicely. You want to get good, strong possessions out of it, regardless of who's on the court. All about building good habits at this time of year.
I saw a tweet from Justin Nelson, our guru, one of the commentators here, our basketball guru we do with Hoop Heads. So they've lost 7 of their last 10 at the Stockyard, the Bulls.
Is that right? That's a tough finish to last season. 6 out of 9. And unfortunate for a team looking to start off the year well. Kendall looking for another one. He is shifty with that extra step he gets. He just is able to find a little bit more space to get those passes off. As the Jets will try and cut this one down to 10 or 11 with a make.
Well, this has been quite the game in the second half for the Sharks.
Oh, good finish.
Tough finish over Gill.
Down to 11.
Tweet from Leon Henry, multiple sales NBL champion, just as to why we're in shock about Liam Judd. And I'll tell you right now, Leon, it's probably because I've never seen him play before. that'll probably be why.
Oh, a little travel there.
A little bit of a walk. But yeah, Liam Judd, former Bulls player, but really didn't get any court time, to be honest.
Yeah, did not find a lot of...
This is why he's qualified as a rookie this season. And what a treat it is for Nate Tafale to have a quality player like him complement a trio of imports that seem high caliber. Have a good look at Danny Pippen tonight. And this young Jets squad, they're going to put it together. Down 11 here.
Are they going to let it go, or are they going to get one more bucket? Every bucket counts.
It does.
And they get it there.
They certainly do.
The Sharks don't know it. They're not going to go for it, and they're going to stick with this 9-point lead, not understanding that you may miss the playoffs if you don't get these buckets in at the end.
You need to score. You need to run that score. And Manawatu finished strong, but ultimately it's the Sharks who prevail at home. Road wins are tough to come by. And the Jets have another chance against the Nuggets this weekend. The Sharks get their first win of the season at home in front of their fans, and they started the right way in NBL 23, Sal's NBL 23. Get that win. They have high hopes for the Six after a disappointing season last year, as do the Jets. And the Sharks, winners by 9, 96-87. Look at the stats from our States Park, TAB. Really, it was a two-man game for the Manawatū Jets.
You see the proof in the pudding there. Pippen and Judd combining for a solid 50 across the board contributions for that Southland Shark squad led by Kendall and Anticevic. What quality contributions across. That's the team in orange, and Anticevic controlling the glass. Pippen and Masili leading the way for the Jets. As the Jets ended up.
Good rebounding game there from Anticevic, and Kendall with his fingerprints all over this game. A near triple-double, 8 assists. Takai Cooper had 6, Famo Sealy had 4, and just excellent all-round game from the Sharks. They'll be happy with this performance. Pippen had 2 blocks. Gill had 3. And that's right on his season average from last year for Romaro Gill, the big man. 3 steals. A lot of turnovers, unfortunately, for the Manawatū Jets.
Just 4 for the Sharks.
Mainly in this first half as well. 13 in the game. They go on a 10-0 run with the Jets trying to close the game out. Now, here are games to come. Tomorrow, double-header. The Giants host the Tuatara. Giants, the best team last season. One of the best teams, one of the best coaches, the best coach, Mike Fitch at the Tuatara, beaten finalists. The Saints and the Hawks. That game is must-see TV. Both those are.
And it finishes, of course, with the 6 o'clock game. We've got the Canterbury Rams hosting the Taranaki Airs.
And the Nuggets will host the Jets before that. The 6 o'clock game on Sunday is live and free to air on Prime in New Zealand. Good win for the Sharks. They get the job done in front of their fans. Always a good fan base in Southland. And for the Jets, if you are a Manawatū Jets fan, you've got a good squad to look forward to when they come home. They are defeated 96-87 in Southland tonight.